What's up, y'all? It's your boy Coach J, man. You already know what time it is. We over here stirring up havoc, you know what I'm saying? Changing mindsets, changing hearts. I'm drinking my Superman water. About to get ready to go do some cardio. And again, my camera person, man, on a sabbatical or something. We need to pray for that one. Anyway, Superman water, taking my vitamins, hitting the cardio. Let's get it. All right, we good, man. Got my Superman protein drink ready to go. That's my cinnamon pumpkin spice with my some oat milk, some vanilla, and some Costa Rican coffee. And then I'm about to hit this young 2 capsules. Take that, and then we going downstairs. Gotta walk the dog first, and then I'll do some cardio. All right. What's up, man? Hey, so check it. We got 20 minutes for season 3, and I got news that we got a tryout coming up the end of June. So it's really time to push myself, see if the body will respond. I'm still working on my back and my hips. I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to be paralyzed. So for me to walk, play basketball, work out, all that kind of stuff, I'm already at a very high level of pain, and those things, they hurt me. They hurt me a lot. And going through that in high school created a mental challenge for me. So my left hip is where I had surgery, and I snapped my right ankle probably 3 years into my pro career, way back in the day, and it hasn't healed properly. So I'm not only in pain in one area, it seems to be the pain is at least balanced on both sides. But long story short, you know, doing all these things is challenging for me, but I can't make an excuse not to get it done. Someone gotta do it, and I got moves, man. So I gotta get them out. I'm like Rocky Balboa. And the movie Balboa come out in 2006. Shout out Sylvester Stallone, made the best series of all time. He said this right here. He said it to Paulie. I got something left in the basement, you know? Well, it's the same for me, because I've been coaching, training guys overseas, putting in pro, all that kind of stuff for a while now. Truthfully, I can beat all those guys anytime I want. So I'm like, damn, I still got something in me. And like I said, if I get the body to respond in Jesus' name by June, we'll bump up the tryout a little bit earlier. But I'm gonna do my best either way to get in shape and get ready, so that way I can go invest a little bit of money and see where I'm at and what I need to work on. Being that I am 33 years old, numbers do play a big thing in this game for whatever reason. So yeah, we out here getting our morning cardio. We're gonna do 10 minutes now, and we gotta go to one doctor, then I gotta go to my sports doctor, sports therapist. So we're going to Dr. Siebert over there in Poway. I gotta get adjusted. Right after that, I gotta get a neurological massage, which is like, it fixes everything, muscle-wise. So I gotta go get the bones aligned, get the muscles worked on and fixed, and then from there, kind of really like hit a pre-workout, and then I gotta hit my first workout when I get back. But I'm not gonna get back till like probably 3 or 4 o'clock. It's like a full day of rehab. But it's good though, you know what I mean? You need it. So, do our morning cardio. Get our heart rate going. And like I said, we can only do like 10 minutes because we have to dip and go to the doctor. So trying to push it to the max. Hope you guys are killing it today though. Just remember, everything in life starts with the first step. You know what I'm saying? I talked a little bit about this before, but with this whole thing going on, the bug, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, I own a barber salon, and I own this, I own that, I'm a trainer, can't work. Truth be told, you can still work. You just gotta create a different way to do it. And I'm not putting anybody on blast, but if you gotta be a barber, you gotta make house calls. It's important that you go and make house calls. You gotta, you know, but I ain't gonna tell you that. It's just a suggestion. Most of the time when I give people business insight, it works. And it works well. But you'll see, I got a couple dope inventions of my own that I'll be releasing very shortly. I got about 6 more minutes of high speed and cardio. Keep in mind, we don't eat no food when we first wake up. It's all water, we pray, see God and what He wants us to do for the day. And then, so we spiritually getting awoke, we're getting our mind going, read our word, and then we get our body moving, so we get all the fluids going, okay? It's very, very important you do those things because food is not the most important thing right away. But I got my banana and I got my my oat flaxseed little oatmeal cake. I'm about to eat that right after this. So at least I got some nourishment in me going into all these doctor appointments. Probably have to get like a healthy sub sandwich or something too. So we'll see. Till later. I'll holler. You ain't gotta record no more.
Time lapse.
Huh?
This is all time lapse.
Oh.
So.
Dog, he's always looking every morning. Very calm little dog, huh? Oh, puppy. Looks like a statue. Hi, boy. Hi, boy. Is it recording? Oh, voice? Or just time lapse?
Time lapse.
Oh, so we could, I can talk?
Yeah.
So, man, God, we thank you for this day, Lord. Pray for your blessings, Lord God. The Bible says, seek first the kingdom, and all things shall be added. So may we come to you first and foremost, seek your plan for the day and how we can be the best asset to your kingdom. God, we declare perfect peace, perfect love, perfect joy. Thank you, Father God. Healing in the body, preparation of the mind. God, we declare our taxes to come down.
1,000 people on the dance floor. Jumping up, temperature is rising up.
One.
Hi, I'm Gene with Golden Touch Therapy. We're going to check his posture because posture differences make the nerves so they're being pinched and the muscles can't function properly. So I'm going to check it, okay? So here's the difference here. So James' left shoulder is higher, right shoulder is lower. And I bring my fingers to the middle, there's almost an inch difference. So that means between his scapula back, he has a curve like this between his scapula to the lower side. This is the higher side, lower side. And then this shoulder here is more forward. This is going this way. And this shoulder is going back, okay? So that there's a spiral misalignment and the horizontal, okay? Now I check the legs. So here's the side, side of the pelvis, top, side, top. So here we go. So I bring my fingers to the middle, almost 2 inches difference, okay? So again, here's the side, top, and then bring my fingers to the middle. So that's a huge curve down below, and it's an S curve. So it curves like this between the shoulder blades, comes down here and curves like that below. Okay? And then, so I'm gonna have you put your fingers like this. Let me show you where to put them. I'm gonna have you feel it yourself so you can visualize. So here's the side, top, top. See there? So there we go. So now, gotta get that right. So it turns the nerves back on. Neuromuscular activation therapy, getting the nerves turned back on. So face this way. So now, I'm gonna check the side profile, and I don't even have to have you nod your head, because we want a straight line from the ankle to the knee, to the hip, to the shoulder, to the ear. But James is hunching a lot, so right now, without even, his shin muscles are pulling his knee forward, his quad muscles are pulling his pelvis forward, that's pulling his 8-pack forward instead of 6-pack because he's so damn tall. And then that's pulling his chest forward and his head forward. So everything is, he's leaning way forward. Where we want, and when I get done, we want him to be back like this. Oh, line up your feet. So we want the straight line, and we want it more upright instead of hunching. Right now he's hunching. Hi, I'm Gene Metcalf, Golden Touch Therapy. We're going to be working on James' pec major, pec minor, anterior deltoid, and biceps. And the reason this segment is going to be focusing on getting relief because he's had pain in this pec major since January.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get relief, and I'll show you some techniques on how to do that. I want to do a 1 to 10 assessment. So 1 to 10, what are you feeling here?
7.
Okay. And then here?
7.
Okay. And here?
9. Ooh, 10.
Okay. So then,
7.
all right. So then I'm going to check. So this is the pec muscle, the pec major, the pec minor. You can come on this side. So the pec minor goes from the side of the, just on the edge of the nipple up to the armpit. So pec minor, that's going to sting out as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And then here's the next part of this pec minor. And then and here's that. Yeah, it's all connected.
Yeah, 15. Oh, 22.
All right. But the good news is we're going to hold it till it releases. So in a little while, it's going to seem like I'm letting up, but it's actually the fresh blood coming back. And I can feel a little difference. Hopefully you can start to feel a little difference too.
Yeah, it's not.
Seems like I'm letting up, but I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
So trap blood out, fresh blood in, nerves being activated. Big difference. Yeah, see, so it released like 4 times. So now we'll go down to here, and then we'll come into the main part. Okay, so I know I'm not working on where you're feeling it, James, but I'm probably going to be working, should be working to release some of the root cause, the contributing other tight muscles that contributes to that area that hurts the most right there. So the pec minor was pulling your shoulder forward. That's more, even though it's smaller, it's stronger. So it actually, gonna wait for this to release. And now it's starting to release. Feel it easing up a little bit? Yeah.
How long you been doing this, Gene?
It'll be 27 years this August. And it's went out of 15,000 massage therapists in San Diego to LA. There's only 5 of us that deal with performance enhancing therapy that gets the athlete to their beyond their symptom relief to their being proactive preventative, because I can tell by other areas how tight the pec minor was here. It was not pressing as hard, but it was like really, really sore. So I knew that that was part of what was pulling the shoulder forward. Shoulder comes forward, then that causes more issues over here and in the whole shoulder area. So then that way, symptoms and the root cause. Now, when I press in here, it shouldn't be as sensitive. Down a notch or 2. So if it was like a 8 or something, is it like a 7 or a 6?
Yeah, it's much better.
Okay.
Not taking my breath away.
Okay. Very good. All right, so then there we go. There's another part right there. That doesn't feel as sensitive to me. Is it less sensitive for you?
Yeah, less.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. And then I'm going to work on the anterior deltoid. So anterior deltoid goes from the rib cage into these large muscular arms here. So I've got to get this anterior deltoid to loosen up because that's part of what pulls the shoulder forward. In addition, so here we go. Hold your arm like that. Keep it right there. So now, breathe, deep breaths. Get some oil. Coconut oil. Just less. Okay, so now back to anterior deltoid. Got the coconut oil spread around better, so now you won't feel as should feel less sensitive just from the oil. So how does that feel?
Better.
Feel like you can work out too, right?
Yeah.
You won't have the range of motion issues on bench press or thrusters.
This one's good now. We gotta fix that.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
This one hurt.
All right, so that one's the right one's good. Now we're gonna work on the left. Cool. This is a neuromuscular activation therapy, so this is going to get the nerves activated, turned back on to the muscle groups. So this will get James ready for his tryouts, and then he'll have more his core strength, because I'm going to be working the psoas, we're working the quads, everywhere, working on his spine, everything. So we're going to get all that loose, and he's going to be lights out. Gonna be, they're going to wonder what happened, where he came from. So part of what I checked before is check the ankle to the knee, to the hip, to the shoulder as he was standing. He was slouching way forward. So part of this is to get this to lengthen out. And I gotta get this will lengthen out his abs. What's the sticker here for?
The vitamins.
Vitamins? Okay.
You take it off. You won't need to.
No, it was good. I'll leave it. Just curious. Okay. So what happens is the quads pull the rotate. There's a pelvic tilt, causes the pelvis to rotate forward. That was pulling him, his whole body forward. Then that was a chain reaction to the 6-pack or 8-pack, and then that was pulling the rib cage, chest forward, and then pulling the head forward. So all this is to get this to lengthen out. That'll allow the shoulders to come back. I already worked on the pecs and got them back, so the shoulders are already back some, and the head is automatically going back because of the shoulder work. And then I'll be working on the neck a little bit later. A lot of detail work there. So good to have you back.
Yes, sir.
Been a long time since I've seen you guys.
Yeah. I was slam busy when I was coaching.
Oh yeah, of
When
course.
I started to get clients by the dozens, and then this whole virus thing happened. I was like, plus working at the animal shops, and then they shut down. So
Sure.
when I got real sick, I couldn't work. And then like a week later, they all shut down anyway. And then coaching stopped, and I'm like, dang, now what do I do? So I started doing a couple videos, and I'm like, you know, I might as well build a YouTube channel and work
that's
on
awesome.
my podcast. And
Cool.
my parents are doing stuff too for like building up family dynamics and relationship coaching,
Cool.
and how to parent a kid and all that.
Nice. Okay, so the psoas starts back here, and then from the bottom rib to the top of the pelvis, so right in here. So, but it starts there, but it wraps around to the front. That's part of the core strength is the psoas. And then there's the iliacus, it's like right in here. So here's the edge of the pelvis, right here, and then I get right in there, right in there. So that gonna get allow his rib cage to go back more. Everything, he's gonna be, unfortunately, taller than he already is. But closer to the rim. Closer to the rim. There you have it.
6'7".
So if it's 6'5", what's the
Stretch me out, no.
where are you thinking you're gonna stretch him out to?
When we do another session, we'll measure. How's that? We'll get
Let's
a tape
do that.
measure. Because I've actually, some athletes have, vitamins won't stay. Some athletes have, they're hunched because they're electronic devices are down like this, so they're hunched way forward, and when they're naturally back like this without even trying when I get done. So sometimes that's an 1.5 inch difference depending on the athlete. Because standing against the wall and just going like this, that's not a real test of the posture.
Yeah.
The real test is when you're off guard and not thinking, and then you're hunching. Near your bladder, my friend, so if you need a pee break, let me know. And acupuncture world calls this ocean's emotions. There's 250,000 nerves that expand the ascending colon, the descending colon, large intestine, small intestine. So it takes a lot of nerve action to get all those open and close. So as a result, molecules of emotion actually get stuck in the intestines and in the muscles.
And that can cause like digestion issues and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Are you feeling my fingernails? Because I can use a sheet. Are you feeling? Is it poking you?
A little bit.
Not bad. No. Okay, just want to make sure. So this is the iliopsoas. Gotta get that. Or the psoas minor. Waiting for it to release. Feel that releasing now, James?
Mm-hmm.
Sensitive, right?
What do you feel?
Huh?
What do you feel?
Pressure.
But is the pressure, the sensitivity decreasing is my point.
Yeah.
Got lots of layers of muscle to work through here. Some people wish they had these kind of muscles. Deep breath. Exhale. So this is the psoas major that comes from the low back. So to push through the abdominal muscles to the psoas underneath. So that's why it's kind of that pokey feeling. Come on over on this side with the camera so you can see it. There we go. So we're going pretty deep. It's going to strengthen your core. There. Thanks for working with me. Yeah, there we go.
I promise I ain't smoke no weed. It's just going through a lot. We getting healed up. I told y'all we got to see the docs today. And I'm gonna start my every other week regimen with Dr. Jean and we're going to touch therapy, and then go to Seabird twice a week. So those are things that you got to do as an athlete. Those are core essentials you can't go without. Trainer too. Also, like just everyday working folk, it's always good to be in proper alignment and have everything in working order so it doesn't slow down progression. But I feel a lot better, to be honest. But I'm a little stiff right now, sore.
All right, now we got the evaluation of the posture after the session. So we're going to check James' clavicle, coming up to the shoulders. Work still in progress. A lot of muscle tension is still a difference here, but we'll get that little by little. But the main thing is he has a range of motion, so move your arms around. You can't move them much right there. But the bottom line is he was able to move now. Before this, any movement was, this whole area was affected. He has not been able to work out. So at least we got him loose. And all right, so then check the side posture coming up to my bad, cut that.
You're fine.
So now we're going to check the outside of the pelvis to the top, outside top. So now the 2 inches difference, totally gone. So here's the side of the pelvis, top. And then we come to the middle, there we go. So 2 inches are gone. He was like this before. So put your fingers like this, James. So do that. Do the picture like this. Here's side, top, side, top. Okay, your fingers like that. There we go. So they can see the difference now. His whole body is balanced. So the whole spine balances on the sacrum. Turn around. So the whole spine balances on the sacrum. Sacrum comes down to the tailbone. So this whole area, the whole spine is resting on this. And then the sacrum is independent of the pelvis. So it's like it comes up and down, because the whole body is like adjusting if he's running or jumping or whatever. Bottom line is this is like up and down, adjusting to whatever activity he's doing. And relax. And then the other thing is the distance from the scapula here to the spine is equal. Same with this. Difference from the scapula to the spine is equal. So he's totally equal that way as well. Here we go. And then going to check the side profile. And then you can tell by looking now, he's almost upright. He was like this, but now he's like this. So he's like taller, as if he needs to be taller. But now he's taller for the right reason, because he's balanced. Okay. Thank you.
How do you feel, James?
10 out of 10, but good 10, not a bad 10. Guys, so it's your boy Coach J. So, as you guys know from season 2, I couldn't really run really well. There's some shock absorbers in the knee and in the ankle joints, and mine have been really frozen and stiff for a long period of time. So I had to come see Gene today at Golden Touch Therapy. He's been helping me for a while, but this year I haven't been able to be as regular, and that's on me. So in taking care of your body and getting it ready for all the steps, you gotta take your steps in the right spot. So he went did some work on my joints and ligaments, knees, back, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna demonstrate a small quick burst, short sprint, maybe about 5 yards, so you can see the difference this week between last week, and I'll put the 2 videos side by side in today's video. So, from acceleration, I was able to get a good distance on only 2.5 strides, which for me normally last week probably would have took about 8 steps. So with that being said, I'm gonna put his links in the description below, and I want you guys to hit him up, email him, shoot him a text, follow him on Instagram, even ask him some questions of things you can do at home. I'm sure he'll give you some tips here and there as well. And I look forward to getting another session in with my man Gene. What up, CoachJsAcademy? We over here at Dr. Siebert Chiropractic, over here about to get adjusted now. So we just finished with Gene at Golden Touch Therapy. Now we headed into Dr. Siebert office to get an adjustment. I'm also gonna put her contact number and description and all her stuff in the description below, so that you guys can hit her up, get adjusted. Everybody needs to get adjusted once in a while. It's good for the body.
So the first thing we're doing is we're looking at his leg length. We put him down on a table that's special so he does not crawl onto the table. We're working on the pelvis to even that up. And then we're going to have him do different arm motions that actually stresses different nerves in the body. And if everything is correct, we don't have any changes in the leg length. If there is any problems with that nerve not functioning 100%, then the body will recruit other muscles to make that movement happen. Right hand on your low back for me. Good check on his hips. Bring that down. All 5 is on that right side. Left hand on your low back. See a quarter. And bring that down. Yes. Both hands on your low back. Bring that back down. Lift only your right hip up off the table and relax that. So we have an L3 on that right side. Alright, right arm goes above your head. Bring that down. One more time. Right arm above your head. Bring that down. Left arm above your head. Bring that down. 11 on the right. Hypertonicity is on that right QL. Both arms above your head. Both arms back down. Turn your head to the right. Lift your right shoulder up. Relax. Shrug both shoulders up. Relax. Turn your head straight down. T4, T2. And turn your head back to the right again. Shrug both shoulders up to your ears. Relax. And turn your head straight down. Go ahead and lift your head up. Relax. Tuck your chin into your chest. Relax that. C1 is on that right side. Check on shoulders. Occiput tangent. Push your forehead straight down. Push your chin into the table. So tuck your chin into your chest. Occiput the whole thing. Okay, open your mouth really wide. Clench your teeth together. Move your lower jaw to the right, to the left. Push your jaw forward. Pull it back. Relax, squeeze your right elbow into your side. Relax, lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Bring that down. Enter your humerus on that right. Palm down to the table. Palm up, arm out to the side. Palm behind your neck. Leave your hand there, push your elbow down. Lift your elbow up. Put your right hand on your waist, push that in, and relax. Squeeze your left elbow in, and relax that. So we have a left lateral scapula and continuous elbow rest on that. Okay, squeeze that in again, and relax. Lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Bring that down. Superior scap on that left. Hypertonicity on the left upper back, front of that left shoulder. Lift your hand up. Bring it down, palm up, arm out to the side, palm behind your neck. Keep your hand there, but relax the elbow down. T2 rib on that left side. Okay. Push your elbow down, lift your elbow up, put your left hand on your waist, push, and relax that. Any stretching. Top 6 of thoracic. IW. So this is a really good one. You can actually see there's a lot of leg length change when I do that hip from looking at this part of the shoe, bring that together. So when I come out, that does very well. When I go in this way, it really shortens. So that's an external rotation of the trochanter. So we're gonna work on that. I also know that I work on his TFLs. I'm doing a muscular release on the TFL on there. So for each patient, someone may have more hip problems or knee problems and shoulder problems. Depending on that patient, depends on what we're going to be looking at for that patient. So left anterior trochanter. Okay, push both knees into the table. Push it down. Good. Relax. And for him, we definitely look at his ankles and his feet, doing a little pressure test on there. Anterior talus on that right. IW. I. Left. I'm sorry, right bra. Calcaneus on that right. So that's how the adjustment's done. It's completely comfortable. Did any of that hurt?
No,
How do you feel, James?
I feel really good.
So we're gonna get him a little bit of vibration, percussion going on. This is just gonna help stimulate the blood flow to all the muscles. We want blood in the body, but we don't want blood in stasis where it just sits in pools, because that actually causes inflammation and the swelling, and we don't want that for sure. And he knows that if he's having any problems, he uses ice at home to help manage instead of taking anti-inflammatories on that. Perfect. Now it's time for riding up. You're tuned up and ready to go. We're at Siebert Chiropractic, www.siebertchiro.com. That's our website, or you can find us on Facebook, Siebert Chiropractic in Poway, California.
Where you at, Coach?
All right.
Feels like money.
Mercy, nothing to concern me. Lord of mercy, nothing to concern me. Lord of mercy, nothing to concern me. Check it out. Feel the rhythm on the bass, man. Feel the rhythm on the bass, man.